Hi guys, Lady Random here, and we're back with another episode of Sky Factory 2. We have been busy. A few changes around the base. I've swapped out some of the torch lighting for pumpkin lighting. Still not perfect, but it does kind of take away the fact that we used to have slabs there and torches on top. So hopefully it will look a little better. Plus also it does mean with the half slab that it's actually going to add some extra light downstairs as well, which is very cool. So we've put in a few pressure plates around. That just obviously helps with getting through doors and gates, etc. We've not quite finished putting all of them down just yet, but we've made a start, so that is very cool. Farm wise, we have expanded this a little bit. Oh no. We've now got a couple of extra essences. We've got the redstone magical crop and we've got the nether crop, which was very cool indeed. The nether crop produces nether essence, and it's quite handy because you can arrange the nether essence in sort of the same pattern you would for a chest or a furnace, and that will actually give you 8 bits of soul sand, which does mean that you don't need to go back quite as often to the nether, and especially when the soul sand, especially in like a skyblock situation, is very limited indeed. So I was dead happy to figure that out. Stop it! We've also added a little bit to the farm here. We've started to put some crops down for witchery. So we've got the wolfsbane, we've got belladonna, we've got mandrake, and we have water artichoke. So we've got those underway, which is cool. I did actually find something interesting out with the farming as well. That, yeah, there you go. If you right click, it will harvest and plant fully grown crops at the same time, which is just great. So that does make the whole thing of farming considerably less tedious, because you can just wander around, just hold your mouse button down, go clicky planty, clicky planty, clicky planty, and anything that isn't fully grown won't harvest and won't replant, obviously. Obviously it doesn't work on like the melons and stuff like that you actually have to break, but it does work for the other crops, which is very cool. I've also discovered as well that there is a use... Oh, what the hell is that? We have something new. Am I just imagining things? Oh, no, it was just where the 2 was. Right. Yeah, I have discovered there is actually a use of poisonous potatoes, and that is that you can also put those and compost those as well. So yeah, it's nice to see that we actually have a use for poisonous potatoes in this mod as well, because frankly, otherwise they are pretty pointless. It does mean we've been able to make an absolute crap ton of dirt, and we're still carrying our hoe around, which is stupid. Stick you back. I've got a chest down here now where I've started keeping most of the seeds. I've got my watering can, which incidentally still hasn't run out yet. We'll stick you in there, I think. But yeah, that's been coming along quite nicely. We have also been doing some work downstairs as well. Let's pop down this way to start with. So, over here we've used some of the nether brick that we picked up when we were in the nether in the last episode, turned that into slabs, and we're just using that to kind of give a little bit of a contrast. I do want to get some more because it'd be kind of nice to actually have all of this smelting area not all grey, because I think though it's nice to have something that isn't as flammable as the wood was, it's also very, very grey. So yeah, I wanted to have a little bit of colour down here, so this works perfectly. So we've put down our soul sand that we picked up in the nether fortress. We have been back to the nether since, and that was to get more soul sand as we needed it for another project. However, then I discovered about the nether essence. So I could have saved myself a journey, and hi! How did you get here? Hi! Fair enough. Kind of thinking we might expand out this way a little bit. Maybe make this an area that we work with the machinery. Haven't quite decided, so that's something to think about. So that has all come along very well. Up here, she says, no pressure plate in there just yet, but I'm thinking about it. The area that we put in, this is going to get kind of noisy. Yeah, the area we put in for the farm, yeah, it hasn't spawned any more animals. So I've basically been using this to bone meal, just to try and get extra seeds. Oh, looks like some more water artichoke seeds there, and a torch that we've just broken. Let's put you back down, shall we? There we go. So yeah, I've been using it to bone meal. Because we're in the forest biome, we are actually picking up some of the forest flowers as well, which is quite cool. So we've managed to get some of the pink tulips, I think, which is very nice. So yeah, I'm kind of toying with what to do with this, because it doesn't seem that it's going to actually spawn its own animals. Now, what I could do, potentially, because I have a whole bunch of the Minecraft Reloaded safari nets and jailer's nets, it does mean that potentially I could start to be splitting out the animals that are in the field over there, because at the moment they're in a bit of a jumble. There's an absolute mismatch up there. It's really kind of hard to actually go and get what you want because they're all in the same field. So I'm thinking that possibly what I could do is maybe divide this up into pens. So leave a little walkway through here, one pen that side, one pen that side, and I will probably have like the sheep and cows over there, and then I will have chickens over there, and maybe if all the cows and stuff are out of the way, it might actually spawn some pigs again, but I don't know. I'm not holding out a lot of hope. I think with the nets I've got, I think the jailer's nets you may be able to use more than once, but the standard safari nets I believe are one use only. So what I might do is kill off a fair few of the animals. Oh, you are noisy. Kill off a fair few of the animals and then transport them over and then just start breeding them up again. So that is an option. We have some real range of ridiculous hats over there. Okay, so on to the main event. I have been grinding like crazy. Basically because I have needed ores. So I have been smelting and sieving and you name it. I've probably been doing it probably for the best part of about 8 or 9 hours, maybe longer than that. I don't know. I've lost count now. But it does mean that I have built up some of the ores. I've used quite a few of them in the projects that I've been working on today. But yeah, it has taken a lot of time. I've also put in elevators here, and it's something that I actually want to extend out to here as well. Because I've got these spread out, I think you can... I can't think how many blocks exactly it is that you can go between them, but because I've got the platforms there and right the way down to where the nether portal is, it does mean that I might be able to put a few more elevators in. But these are great. They're open blocks. To make them, I might as well take those and we'll see if we can make some more. I don't know how much wool I've actually got. I've got a load of string though. Maybe we shall use some of our string to make wool. Let's see, how many can we get out of that? I wonder whether that's going to be enough. Let's have a look. Is that the most it's going to give us? Let's get one more. There we go. So we've got 61 there, which might be enough. Pretty easy to make. Ender pearls and wool. You can have dyed wool, which means that you can actually change the colour of them, should you wish to. But that is your basic elevator block, which is very simple, but also saves you a buttload of time. What I've been doing today has involved a lot of... Where did that go? Did I lose you? Did I drop you? What did I do with that wall? Oh, the wall's there. I was looking for string. Never mind. It does save you a buttload of time. I have been up and down here, picking up redstone and glowstone and ores, and my main working place has been down here. So, elevator. Now put an elevator. Dead easy. up and down. So to go down, shift, up, space. Brilliant. Simple as that. Yay! Brilliant. So that is a lot easier than climbing a ladder, which is why I want to use it over here to get rid of those. Now, the main thing I have been doing today is putting this lot together. We have, obviously for a while, we built the, which one was it? It was the, no, is it that there? Nope. This, the pulverizer. That was it. That was down there before. The pulverizer we built, but we had an issue with it in so much as that we didn't have any way to power it. So today, while I've been kind of waiting for stuff to grow and etc. and smelt, I was having a look at Ender 10. And I discovered that the Stirling generator in Ender 10 could work with applied energetic stuff, or sorry, thermal expansion stuff, which is what this is. So yeah, I have been grinding today to actually get the parts to make the generator, and also other parts because I want to make the farm, the auto farm from Ender 10 that I want to use on the magical crops. And it's a pretty expensive bit of kit, in so much of I've had to make a lot of stuff just to be able to get that. So let's have a look. Where are you? So yeah, farming station. There we go. That's what I make. So basic recipe itself for it isn't too bad. We've only needing electrical steel, which we're getting a few drops of out of the the loot chests that we get, or loot crates that we get out of the mob spawner. Diamond hoe, yeah, okay, that's not a problem. We can sieve for diamonds, so not got a shortage of them particularly. The pulsating crystals, that's actually not too difficult to make. That's just a diamond and the pulsating iron, which again we get from the loot crates. And where's the farm again? I've lost it on here. There it is. Even the machine chassis isn't difficult. You know, you're looking at iron bars, a few bits of iron. It's fairly intensive on the iron. But the capacitor involved is literally, you know, a couple bits of redstone, 4 iron ingots, sorry, gold ingots, and a copper ingot, gold nuggets, not gold ingots. So that's pretty simple in itself. What was the issue was this thing here. So the Z-Logic controller. And that meant that I had to make this machine here, the Slice and Splice, which is a great machine. But in order to make it, and obviously in order to make the Z-Logic controller, I needed this stuff, Solarium. And to make Solarium, you need the alloy smelter. So I had to make the alloy smelter, to make the Solarium, to make the Slice and Splice, to make the Z-Logic controller, to be able to make the generator. So yeah, that was pretty fun. But yeah, the alloy smelter is pretty cool. That is this one here. Basically, it's got a couple of settings on it. You've either got it in furnace mode, which will do your alloys only, so you put your ingredients in these boxes here. It will smelt. It runs on RF from the generator. So at the moment, you see that's fully charged. It's got 100 out of 100. You can expand it and speed it up by putting double capacity. What are they called? Capacitors? Double capacitors? Is it double capacitors? Let's have a look. Yep, so that's the basic one. Double layer capacitor, that was it. Or you can also use the octatic capacitor, which is considerably more powerful. I've just gone with the double layer capacitor that I've put into the generator, just to try and enhance it a little bit and try and speed it up. But yeah, that feeds off of the generator. So we've got alloys only. You can have it in furnace only, so it'll behave like a vanilla furnace. So you can put something into any of those slots and it will cook it or smelt it and it will come out there. Or you can have it where it will do all smelting. So it will be a combination of both. So it will either do alloys and, well, it will do alloys and normal smelting. So that's very cool indeed, and that has made life a lot easier. So yeah, the pulverizer, again, runs on RF, does work with the Ender IO generator. And it has made such a difference, because I am no longer now having to spend hours and hours smashing cobble with a hammer just to get gravel. This does it for me. So I can literally throw in a stack of cobble and it will output gravel, and it also will have the possibility, I think it's a 20% chance of a byproduct of sand coming out as well. So I'm actually getting 2 products for the price of 1 here, which is great because it means I don't have to smash down gravel to make sand. So at the moment I've got it outputting into that chest there at the side. Manually moving over the sand. For some reason that's not sort of outputting to the chest. But that's not a massive issue. To be honest with you, it will take a little while to actually get a stack of that anyway. So, you know, out of all of that I've done there so far, I've only got, what, 25 bits of sand and whatever's on the 2 that are in. 3 bits of sand that are in there now. But yeah, that will make a massive difference. Again, I think I can probably pulverise the gravel down and it will probably give me sand with the possibility of dust. But I don't know, I haven't tried that yet. This is the slice and spices, slice and splice even. Again, runs on the RF. And saying the generator, we've got the double layer capacitor in there. So this is, I've got it as coal powered, or I'm actually using charcoal. But by putting the double layer capacitor in there, it actually slows down the burn rate. If I take that out, the burn rate's 2 times. If I put it in, it's 1.5 times. So it actually burns slower, but you're still getting more RF out of it. So we're getting 20 RF, and then we're actually getting 40 RF with that in there. So it actually gets more energy out of each bit of charcoal, which is very cool. So that kind of stops us having too many energy problems if we're trying to do all of these at once. I did build a grindstone as well. This was kind of in between trying to find some sort of resolution to the power issues that we had for the pulverizer. Not entirely sure how that works. I guess, I don't know, it's not powering, well, I haven't tried actually powering it off the generator. It may work off the generator, but that may end up being redundant. I don't know. Now I've got this pulverizer, do I need anything else? So I've just brought a basic furnace down with me, and all I've been doing with that is just literally all the wood that I've been turning into charcoal, just for something to actually power the generator with, so I'm not running low on energy. And let's face it, I don't have a shortage of wood, because we've constantly obviously got the tree farm going on up here, so it's due for another harvest. Where is my axe? There is my axe. Let's just grab you while we're here. So yeah, wood is not an issue, as you can see. Let's stick you in there. Okay, perfect. So yeah, lots and lots going on, as lots and lots has been quite grindy. There's a couple of other things that I was going to show you that I've started, and that is down in the lower basement. Do you know what? I've got those elevators on me. I have. Let's knock those out. Let's put you in there. And that isn't going to work, is it? Because I need to be able to get down there to put the one in the bottom first of all. So there we go. Let's knock that ladder out there. This one in here. Go up the ladder here. Just shift for a second to put you in there. And let's see whether this works, shall we? No, we're going to need to knock the ladders out all the way up, I think. Get you from there. Right, so that doesn't work. Maybe we are a little too far away. Let's just put a couple of ladders back up, because it may be looking at these as not being open blocks, because it needs to be like empty blocks. I think it can transport between, I think it's up to 3 solid blocks between. But I'm just wondering whether it's seeing these or whether the gap itself is a little too big. Yeah, it's not quite there, is it, with that? Oh well. We will have to persevere, I think, with ladders then for the time being. Break you. Oh, what we might need to do is maybe put like a little bit of a mezzanine in between, but it will still be quicker. Come on. Where do you break? Break, damn it. There we go. I'll leave that one in there. Right, so yeah, over here we have installed our witch's oven. Now that's dead easy to make. Basically in your crafting table, which I don't have one on me, but I have got some wood, so I could quickly cobble one together. So we'll stick that there for the moment. So in the crafting table you literally would arrange iron ingots, so 5 iron ingots in the shape that you would use if you were making a iron helmet, and you need a set of iron bars here and a set of iron bars there, and that makes you your witch's oven. Witch's oven can be powered by the same sources of power as you would use in a standard furnace, so you can use saplings, you can use logs, you can use other wooden objects, coal, charcoal, etc. And you put your item that you wish to smelt or cook up in here, and that will output to here. And what you also can do with certain items, they may issue essences, and what you need to do is put clay jars into here, and then it could output, it depends on the actual item that you are trying to aim for, as to whether it's quite rare and it's a fairly low percentage chance, or whether it's quite high. Now I need, for a lot of the witchery, I need to get hold of some certain trees. So we will have, I think it's hawthorn trees. Let's go to witchery for a second. It is one of them. Let's have a look. Yeah, so we need rowan saplings for definite, alder saplings and hawthorn saplings, and the only way that I can get those is by making something called mutandis, mostly because I haven't got the ability to grow anything in this mod. Now mutandis is this stuff here, and what you need for that is mandrake root. So obviously I've got the mandrakes now growing upstairs. Exhale of the horned one, and that is made in the witch's oven. So there you go, you've got your clay bottles, that is your exhale of the horned one. You get a byproduct of wood ash, and oak saplings are the ones that will give you that. So that would help to make mutandis. So I need to put that, and exhale of the horned one, and an egg, and I could put that, I think, into a crafting table as well, and that will give me 6 mutandis. And what I can do with that, it's kind of a little bit like a sort of bone meal, in so much as that you can actually use it on another plant to mutate it into something else, and you have a chance that you may be able to turn that into a I think it is the, I'm trying to think which tree it is now. It's the really rare one. Trees up again. Oh, you can make a Christmas tree. I didn't know we can make a Christmas tree. How do we make a Christmas tree? Oh my god, I'm so going to have to do that. Right, let's go back to witchery. And where are you? Yeah, rowan. That's the one, rowan. The issue with these is that potentially, when you chop those down, when the leaves despawn, it could spawn an ent, which will chase you around. But with that, you can actually get... where is it on here? She says... there we go. A branch. So if you drop a branch, you can actually enchant that and turn it into a mystic branch. It's very exciting. Very exciting indeed. So I am wondering whether my mandrake's grown. and whether I might actually be able to try and make some mutandis. Just so we've actually done something as opposed to do a bit of a show and tell. That could be quite cool, because we're at 25 minutes, so we've got a little while. Oh yes, you've grown. Marvellous. Now, the only thing I will say, whether we're actually going to get anything out of it or not is another matter, but I will say, boys and girls, cover your ears, because potentially this could get noisy. So we need to break that. There it is. Where are you? Where did you go? Where did you go? Oh, God, it always makes you feel so sick. There you are. Oh, where have you gone now? No! Oh, you're so loud and so fast. It's horrible with this nausea. Come on, come over here. Where has it gone? In the water. Right, there we go. Ugh. Oh, come on, nausea, you need to go. Thank you. Right, where is my seeds? That's water artichoke seeds. You can go back there. You've actually fully grown, so let's collect you. And have we got any mandrake seeds? Yes, we have. We've got a couple of mandrake seeds, so a couple more of them. As you see, we have now got our mandrake root. We shall harvest our belladonna while we're here, and we shall also harvest our wolfsbane as well. So we've got wolfsbane seeds. Now I've got 3 of those, and we've got 7 belladonna. Very sweet. 5, 6, 7. Perfect. So in theory, and I think you can do this in a crafting bench, we'll certainly find out in a second, I should be able to make some mutandis. Let's see. Will you let me? What was that I needed? Mandrake. And what was the other thing? Ooh, we need to eat. Where's my carrots? Oh, there's egg. Let's find it again. Mutandis. Exhale of the horned one. Right, so we need oak saplings. So our tree has actually grown. Still can't get used to the fact that I've actually put those pressure plates in there now. I still go and try to open the doors manually. Let's try not to look at you while we do this. Let's quickly chop our tree down. Hopefully we will get some saplings. And we've got 4. It might work. Maybe we will grab some more out of the chest here as well. There's trees. Oh, they're not in there at all, are they? Trees are about to become a very precious commodity to us. We'll grab a little bit of coal. And we shall head down to the oven. We shall see what happens. Now we do need to make some clay bottles, don't we? Have we got any clay? This is the question. Or did we use it all up? Let's have a look. Clay. Ah, perfect. Right, so clay bottles are made in the same way as you make your jars. No, you don't. They're not made in the same way as you make jars at all. Let's try and remember how we do that. So, clay jar. First of all, need to make soft clay jar. That was it. It's been a while since I've done this. So you do that. That will give you 4 of those. We can quickly throw those. 1, 2, 3. Into our furnace here. That'll give us a start of them anyway. We'll stick that in there. We'll stick you back in there. And while we're here, we'll put you away. Just need a couple of these. We'll let those cook. And in fact, while that's happening, we can actually go and get some more saplings. So I put all of the saplings in the chest by the farm. Let's go get those. Let's take about half of you. And we shall stick away those seeds. We've got 4 there, haven't we? 5. To be honest with you, we've got, what, 23 saplings? I really honestly can't see we're going to get that many more than that. Let's get a few more though. It'd be a shame not to capture everything if we can. Right, that'll do. And down to here. So, clay jars in there, you in there, you in there, and we'll see if we actually get anything. Hopefully, oh, fantastic, first time, brilliant. We'll let that kind of carry on, but we shall try and put this lot together and see if we get mutandis. Right, so it does look like we need a cauldron, so that I think has changed. I don't remember having to use a cauldron before. So we've got the apothecary cauldron, normal cauldron, and a witch's cauldron. How do you make a witch's cauldron? Doesn't seem to want to give me a recipe for it. I wonder whether you need to... I don't know. Well, that's kind of annoying. But on the plus side, we have managed to get 3 exhale of the horned one. Okay, well what I'm going to do is probably call it an episode there. I'll have a figure out of that, and I'll see if I can figure out how we get the witch's cauldron that we need in order to make the mutandis. Because that'd be quite cool if we can kick off with some of the witchery stuff. Also, as well, we've got just over in the background a little bit of Thorncraft stuff started up, so we can go over that possibly in the next episode. We shall see. But for now, guys, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you've had a great day, and I hope you've enjoyed the video, and we shall see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.